if I was to go right now, what would be said about me? Why are you playing small with your potential? Why are you playing with your time? Why are you playing with these things? It's like we expect, and we all know at the back of our minds that we are not going to live forever. Yet we act as if we are going to live forever. Hello, welcome. My name is Tristan, and I'm here to empower you to elevate your lives. Now, today I got a very special video. This is something I've been thinking about the whole week, and I cannot wait to let you know what it is that I've been thinking about. So today is going to be a very interesting episode. It's going to be a little bit deep, so wherever you listen to this, please listen carefully, listen attentively, and yeah, without further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy, and most importantly, take notes. So before we even get into the video, the topic that I want to talk about today, I just want to say thank you, because I just got an email yesterday that the Empower podcast is now 29th in the whole of Ghana, and I was like, yo, that's crazy, because it started like 5 weeks ago, and just to see that growth and to see all of that come through, it's like the progression, it's like the realization of the goal that we have of getting number one. I'm just thankful. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for sharing the videos. Thank you guys for supporting me and what it is that I want to do, and giving me a voice, giving me a platform to share all these things. I'm so grateful, and I know that this is just the beginning, because I know that as we continue, we stay consistent, we continue to grow, and we grow, we get stronger, and we continue to improve each other and continue to improve ourselves. So yeah, thank you, and let's get into the video. Let's actually get into the stuff. Let's actually get into the sauce. So basically, today is this whole week, like, something that's just been on my mind. And at first it started from I go to SEC classes, so it started from there. And our teacher was teaching us, he was talking about this and about the uncertainties of life. And he was talking about it in the sense that you don't know what is coming next. You don't know what can happen. Take advantage of opportunities that's in front of you. And he brought this verse up, and it just stuck with me the whole week. And is in Matthew 24. I think Matthew 24, 36. And basically, it's just saying that no one knows the hour. Neither the angels, neither the Son, but only the Father. No one knows the hour at which it will happen. No one knows the hour at which we will leave this earth. No one knows the hour at which things are going to happen. Right now, we are living in uncertainty. So take advantage of the opportunities that you have now. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, that's so true, because right now, even I fall victim to this. I keep planning ahead, like, oh, next week I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do this next week, or next month I'm going to do this. Okay, this is what I have planned for the next few years of my life. But I'm like, if what God has planned for me is for me, God forbid, to not reach that point and to leave this earth right now, what have I done right now? What have I done to make sure that I'm living on the best terms possible? And it was like a reflection. I was taking a walk like 2 days ago, and as I was walking, I was thinking about it. I was like, this is a question that a lot of people we get scared of, especially when we are teenagers, because it's like you have your whole life in front of you. But then when you look around, it's not guaranteed. Like, you have friends, I have friends who have passed away, and my age, it's not guaranteed. Your life isn't guaranteed. Like, tomorrow is not guaranteed. And I was thinking about this. I'm like, if I was to go right now, what would be said about me? And it's these type of questions that really get you thinking about the fundamental purpose of your life. And as I was thinking about this, I was like, nah, I have to stop living in the future. It's like you are putting all your focus on something that is uncertain. Meanwhile, the thing that is right in front of you, you are not even paying attention to it, because you're just focused on the next thing. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, or like the next few hours is not guaranteed. We do not know the hour. We do not know the time at which God has planned for us to leave this earth. We don't know. Right now, we are living on uncertainty, but He has given you this opportunity right now. He has given you this life right now. When you wake up every morning, it's like you know that you still have more time. You know that you still have things to do, but it's right now, living in the present. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, this is so true. Because with every single decision that people make, every single decision that I have made, it's like I'm looking for it, but I struggle to like stay in the moment. And this is something that it gets bad, because people like putting off decisions. I know that putting off decisions doesn't help, because you don't know what is going to happen. And I kept stressing it. I'm like, one day you can be perfectly fine, and then the next day you can be sick, like very sick. And you realize that when you're sick, you miss being healthy so much that like that's the thing that you crave the most. You don't know that we miss it until it is gone. And right now, you have a life. We have a life. You have a purpose in this life to fulfill. You have a time to fulfill it. We don't know the time at which our time will be up, but we have a specific time to fulfill our purpose. So if God has given you that time and you don't know when your time is going to come up and you don't know when the time is going to be over, why are you playing small with your potential? Why are you playing with your time? Why are you playing with these things? Like, it's this time I was thinking about, so I'm like, some of the things that are going on, man, it's just a course correction and just being like, yo, if today was going to be my last day on earth and I'll be remembered for everything that I've done so far, how, like, thinking about it, how would you be able to quantify your life? What would people be saying about you? Would they be talking about the character that you had, the people that you've helped, the inspiration that you led people to, the inspiration that you created? Would they be talking about that, the type of person that you were? Like, I'm just thinking about it and just looking back at all of these things that have gone on, and I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, and it's just something that's just been on my mind for a while, and it's just like talking about it and understanding that tomorrow is not guaranteed, and that the life that you have, brother, this thing is here, and it's not for sure that you're going to be here forever. So take advantage of the moments that you have now. Like, it's so simple, and it's something that like you really have to think about. You really, really, really have to think about the time. Like, we are living on borrowed time, and we are living on these type of on these uncertainties, as I've said before, and it just doesn't make sense. And so I just having these type of conversations. I was talking to even my friends about it. I'm like, right, if you know how much time we have left on earth, and you know that, Charlie, this thing is not guaranteed. Like, you don't know the time that you're going to go. And let's say you are supposed to go right now. How would you quantify? How would you say like, oh, you be at peace? Like, this was a concept that was even covered inside the Laws of Human Nature. That's by Robert Greene. That book, I read it and it was like, it's a very dense book. But when I got to the end, the last chapters were talking about death, and it was talking about being okay with it. Like, are you afraid of dying? That is such a, like, it's a deep question, because if you want to achieve success and you want to achieve these things that you're looking for, that ambition, that purpose, death shouldn't be something that you're afraid of. Come to terms with it. Like, it's something that's expected. It's like we expect, and we all know in the back of our minds that we are not going to live forever. Yet we act as if we are going to live forever. We act as if, oh, we can live, we are putting this thing ahead. Like, maybe, I'll do this, I'll just do this next time. I'll do this in a few months. I'll do this in a few weeks. I'll do this later. Who said you get later? Did anybody tell you that you're going to get later? It's like, we know, but yet our decisions they are based around the fact that we are going to live forever. But we are not. We know that we are not going to live forever. Yet we make decisions that make it seem as if we are going to live forever. Don't play with the opportunity that you have now to make a difference. Don't play with it. Because just as easily as it is here now, it can be taken away. And trust me, none of us know what it is that's going to happen. None of us know. So in the book, in the last part of that book, he was talking about coming to terms with death, coming to terms with all these things. And he was talking about a story. Like, it's crazy. I read this like 2 years ago, and it stuck to me for a while. And it was about a lady, I think. It was a lady that she was diagnosed with a sickness, and she was like, she knew she didn't have time left. And as she knew that she was on the clock. She knew that her time was coming to an end. Those last few years of her life were the best. She was a writer, and during those last few years of her life, she produced some of the best works that she's ever done. It's because when she was there, and when they told her that, hey, Charlie, your time on this earth is gonna come up soon, she had the opportunity to know when she's coming out, and she had the opportunity to know that when she's leaving this earth. Many of us do not know that, and pretty much all of us do not know that time. But she knew. And she came to terms with it because she knew. When she came to terms with it, she realized that every day she has to live it like her last, and every day she has to live it to the max. This is like, it's not a joke. You can't be playing small with the days that you have. Take it to the fullest. Enjoy it to the fullest. If you are studying, study like it's your last day. If you are look, these things that work, like put in these, you know that you don't have this time. You know. And it's something that is there. If you are putting in this effort, if you are playing any sports, if you are doing anything, do it as if it's your last time. And if this is supposed to be your last day on earth, how do you want to live it out? How do you want people to remember you when you're gone? It's like these type of questions. And back to the book, she went through like a few years, and funny enough, I think she didn't end up dying during the time that they predicted her to die. But yet she was still living in the same way, which is like living every day like her last. And she felt so much happiness coming to terms with it, because it's like we had the expectation that you're going to live to like 85, 90, 95. But true, there's no 100% certainty that you're going to reach there. There is no, we are just going with that expectation. No, don't, come to terms with it and really like spend time to really think about it, and think about it in the sense that, yo, if this is supposed to be my time, if this was supposed to be, this is it. Think about the story that will be said about you. Think about it. Because some of us, our story isn't the best. But that's why I think this is also something that I also wanted to talk about too in one of the previous videos. I'll probably talk about it in a later video. But it's talking about God's plan for your life and then the situation that you are in. God is, the way I see it, is that God is using that situation. He's using whatever it is that you are going through, whatever it is that you have done, to become an inspiration to other people. Because you are using that situation, because other people, whatever it is that you are going through, a lot of people are probably going through the same thing. And so if you are starting to see that and you understand what's going on and you start to change certain things around you, you can now serve as an inspiration to those who have not been able to see. You become the leader in that certain situation. You become the leader in that regard. And I think that's the beauty of God's plan and God's purpose for our lives. It's just like all the things that are going on right now. When you start thinking about these things, just bringing them, these are just things to just start thinking about, because you know that the time when I was thinking about something like, yo, that's actually crazy. And funny enough, as this week I started thinking about it more and more and more. One of my friends actually got sick, quite sick, and they were in the hospital, and I was talking to them, and I was like, bro, I can tell right now, they like, how bad do you miss being healthy? The person said, a lot. A lot. I miss it a lot. We don't know. We don't miss it until it's gone, and when it's gone, we wish that we can have it back. Live in the moment, bro. The way that you're supposed to live life, the way that I see that you're supposed to live life. Live in the moment. Look forward. Learn from the back. There's a saying that's there, that you can't drive forward looking in the rear view mirror, because if you do that, you crash. That's how you're supposed to live life, bro. Just be present in the moments. Don't put off certain decisions that are there. Think about it. If it's time for you to get up and time for you to study and time for you to go, if it's go and help somebody, go and talk to your friends, go and do this, go and think about it. If this was your last day on earth, would you want to go out like that? Would you want to go out doing something that's good? Would you want to go out living your life on your terms, living your life a life of purpose? Robin Sharma said, the purpose of life is a life of purpose. And knowing that, finding your purpose in this life, I spoke about it in the previous videos, but basically finding your purpose. If you are living on your purpose, and you are also come to terms with the fact that your mortality is something that is certain, it's a certainty that we are mortal. That's a certainty. If you come to terms with that, and if you understand that, mixed with your purpose, some of the decisions that you would make, you'd be a lot more comfortable with certain decisions, knowing that, bruh, you're not living here forever. You're not going to be here forever. So you might as well enjoy it. Enjoy the time that you have here. Don't live in fear. In the Bible too, also in Proverbs too, also says, I've forgotten exactly like their place. I think it's like 3 or something. Proverbs 3. I don't know specifically the verse, but in the verse it says that you shouldn't worry about what do you call it? The plans of, don't worry about destruction around you, basically. And it's just saying that you shouldn't worry, and that at the end of the day, God is your security. And that's the same thing that I'm trying to talk to you about. Understanding the coming terms to death does not mean that you should be living in fear. That's not what I'm saying. Don't live in fear. Is be in a sense, be comfortable. Like, come to terms with the fact that, okay, I know I'm not supposed to be here forever. I know I'm not going to be here forever. So let me enjoy the time that I have here. Let me make the most out of the time that I know that I have in front of me. And let me stop focusing on the things that are next, the things that are coming. That is not for sure that is coming. It's like now because God has continually blessed us with like a new day every day. It becomes the expectation that we are going to go into a new day every day. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like that can't be the expectation, because trust me, that expectation, bro, it's will shock you. It's really shock you. So yeah, today I didn't really want to make a very, very long video. I just want y'all to understand this thing that I've been thinking about. Let me know, like, these are the things that I just be thinking about. Let me know if you found this beneficial. Share this to somebody if you feel like this can help them. Feel free to do that. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. You can talk to me. I'm loving the conversations that I'm having with some of you. You guys are bringing me some very interesting issues, very interesting problems, interesting conversations. I'm loving all of it. Continue, keep them coming, keep them flowing in mind. This thing, my DMs are always open. So yeah, feel free to just message me and let me know what's up. If you enjoyed this podcast, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please do, and share it as well. My Instagram as well, T_C_Duma, Spotify, and the Apple Podcasters. That's the one that we actually ranked top 30, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. And they even mentioned that we ranked like 130th in Panama. I'm like, bro, that's crazy, bro. Like, God is good, Charlie. God is good. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the channel, feel free to just let me know. Let me know that I'm doing something that's good, and I just keep it going. Yeah, the words of support, they mean so much, and even the criticisms and the the constructive feedback, they also help a lot. So yeah, without further ado, I believe in you. We believe in you. Go and make the world a better place. Don't just live life, but thrive.